Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Dr. Samarth Sharma, MD Medicine. In this video today, we are here to discuss some common health issues of infants who are 0 to 6 months of age and their solutions. So for the details, please go through the video. Let's start with today's topic, that is common problem of the infants. Infant is a child who is less than 1 year of age. She needs to be taken care of very delicately as they are new to the external environment. Especially the new moms, they have lot of apprehension regarding the slightest abnormality of their child's health. The issues may relate to their feeding, bowel habits, weight loss, etc. So let's begin them discussing one by one and their timely and easy solutions in this video. Nothing much worries a mother than the feeding of a child. What to feed, when to feed, and how to feed is a big dilemma, especially with the food fads in our country. Mothers, especially the new mothers, are very confused. Ideally, breastfeeding is the best for first 6 months of the child, and it should be initiated during the first 30 minutes if a child is born by normal labor, and within the first 4 hours if the child is born out of cesarean section. Many mothers have questioned that should I wake up my child for the feed? The answer to is every 3 to 5 hours the child should be fed. Now if the child is sleeping for more than 5 to 6 hours and has started missing his or her breastfeeding, the child should be woke up and breastfed. Breast milk is the best for the children of 6 months. It contains all the essential nutrients, vitamins and immunoglobulins required for their first 6 months of life. The next common question is whether I can feed water to my baby. I would say no. Breastfeeding is preferred in the first 6 months of life. Infant formulas should be given only to those infants where the mother is unable to express their breast milk. Only milk should be given till 4 to 6 months of age. No water or any other food is required. Start weaning slowly from 6 months onwards. The next question is regarding the weight gain of the child. Is my baby gaining adequate weight? Come on, let's see how it is. Initially, a full-term baby loses around 6 to 10% of their body weight, which contains mainly of water. This body weight is regained by 7 to 10 days. At the end of 1 month, the gain should be approximately 1 kilogram, and subsequently it is at the rate of 20 gram per day till 5 months, and then 15 gram per day from 5 to 12 months of age. The baby weights double by 4 to 5 months and triples by the end of 1 year. The next thing is about burping. It is a common belief that the feed of child is incomplete unless and until he burps. Well, that's not so. Babies do not always need to burp after feeding, and this burp is unnecessary to persist if the baby does not burp after 20 minutes of time. The reason behind is that breastfed babies swallow less air and hence burping is not so frequent for them. Now coming to bowel movements. It is of a great concern for a mother whether her child is passing stool or not, whether there is a diarrhea or a constipation or some abnormal color or finding in the stool that may worry a mother. The first thing that worries a mother, especially when a newborn is born, that is, why is my baby passing a green stool? Well, this is the meconium. It occurs within the first 48 hours. It is sticky, thick, dark green or black. It is odorless, contains mucus, epithelial cells, debris and bile. It is totally harmful and natural to pass meconium for a child when he is newborn. What is a transitional stool? With the onset of feeding, the stools gradually change their color and consistency. They become softer and greenish. These are called transitional stools. When the child is breastfed, the color changes from bright yellow and it looks like loose seed-like particles. In an infant who is fed on formula feeds, it is tan or yellow and is firmer than the breastfeed stools. In the first few weeks, the stool frequency is around 2 to 6 times per day. Breastfed infants have more frequent stools than the formula-fed infants. With time, there occurs changes in the bowel movements. The stools become more solid because the intestines hold more and absorb greater amount of nutrients from the milk. The gastrocolic reflex diminishes and no longer occurs a bowel output after each feed from the infant. Frequency varies from baby to baby. Infrequent stools are an odd sign of constipation as long as the stools are soft and the consistency is no firmer than the peanut butter and the baby is otherwise well, gaining weight and feeding normally. Breastfed infants after 6 weeks, some may have only one bowel output per week, and formula fed, some stool once in 2 to 3 days. Babies who are less than 6 months commonly grunt, groan, push, strain, draw up legs and become flushed in face during bowel movements, but this is not constipation. Crying. The only cry which the parents are happy to hear is the first cry of the child when they come out of the womb. Ever since then, when the child cries, the parents are very worried that why is my child crying so much. It is normal to be tense, angry and red-faced for a child when he is crying, and it is normal to draw up legs and flex the arms and tense the abdomen, but some parents worry a lot for these features. Now we'll see what are the common causes that causes a child to cry and how can you prevent the child crying by easily identifying the causes and treating it accordingly. Normally it is hunger, sometimes it is irregular sleep. Now here are the common problems which causes a child to cry. The first and foremost is the hunger. A hungry child cries a lot for feeding. So to prevent this, the infant should be fed at regular 2 to 3 hours intervals. The next common is the soiled diapers. A soiled or wet diaper may irritate a child and cause him to cry. So always check if the child even after feeding continues to cry whether the diaper is soiled or not. Then too hot or too cold temperatures may also cause the child to cry continuously. So always maintain an ideal room temperature and keep the baby warm. The next one is a tired or overstimulated child. Sometimes we play a lot. Relatives, our parents, they like to hug the child, play with the child, and in this case the child's sleep may be incomplete. In this scenario the child may also cry. The best way is to keep the child asleep for at least 4 to 5 hours at regular intervals. Sometimes in a reaction to the mom's mood also may cause a child to cry a lot. And the last and least is whether the child is unwell. Always go for a temperature check. See the abdomen whether it is tense or not, cause sometimes abdominal colic, a fever, a rhinitis sometimes may cause a child a frequent nasal obstruction leading to difficulty in breathing and child goes to cry a lot. A colic usually begins from 2 to 4 weeks of age and stops by 3 months. The causes are not known and is uncertain. The best thing is to reassure the patient if baby is otherwise well and is fine between the crying. A very common problem that infants face is that of a nasal stuffiness. It occurs because they have relatively narrow nasal passages and are very susceptible to cold environment. What parents usually do is try to clean out the nostrils with cotton bud. That should never be done. This nasal stuffiness is especially noticeable at night when there is a quiet background. What to do? The best thing is you should give a steam to the child. In our channel we have a video on how to give steam to toddlers. Please go through it. You should be reassured if it is not affecting the feeding and the baby is otherwise doing well. But if the baby is also having cough or fever, you should consult your pediatrician. Here are the last two problems that especially occur in the newborns in a very early age and may worry the parents a lot. One of them is the breast engorgement. It is a normal phenomena that may occur with the child. You should not squeeze the breast cause it settles spontaneously within few weeks. Thank you for watching the video. If this video was helpful to you, please like and share with your friends and subscribe if you have not already done.